Hi dear friends, I am Adriana Custeau and I would love to welcome you to my channel. During this week video, we are going to talk about the major astro events of the week of the 12th to the 19th of September 2021. And we do that so we can really make the best of the cosmos energy for this week. As I mentioned last week, we have 3 planets changing signs this month. Venus had moved in Scorpio last week on the 10th and is bringing us that possibility to go deep into our subconscious and discover how our relationships are providing a deep, intense emotional connection. Venus is going to be in Scorpio until the first week of October. So it's a good time to remind ourselves that we are still going deep into our psychology, searching and evaluating how we are connecting with others, but most importantly, how we are connecting with ourselves. What is about our psychology that creates the quality of our relationships, and particularly that deep, intense connection that the Scorpio energy so desire. This week, there is also another planet changing signs, and Mars is moving in Libra from the 14th of September, and it's on the 15th if you are in Australia, and it's going to be there for 6 weeks until the end of October. Now, Mars in Libra is what we call in detriment. What does it mean? It's not fully self-expressed there. It's not like it's feeling at home. It is not very active, and Mars just loves to take action. So Mars in Libra loves to take actions, but when it is, Mars loves to take action, but when it is in Libra, thinks and evaluates before taking action. And we may see ourselves more in our heads, balancing and considering actions that benefit everyone. And in some circumstances, we may see ourselves thinking a lot, but having not actions at all. Mars in Libra is providing a great opportunity for us to look into achieving win-win outcomes with our relationships. And we see ourselves motivated for fairness, the Libran symbol of the scales of justice. We may see ourselves more driven in defending those who are treated unfairly. And as we focus on everyone, we need to be aware that we have boundaries, very well set boundaries, and win-win outcomes mean also that we need to take in consideration our own interest. Now, on the same day, the Sun is going to oppose Neptune. Now, the Sun energy is the energy to manifest, to radiate, to shine, to achieve, and will be opposing Neptune. And Neptune is about longing to transcend, to connect with our spiritual life, to tap into our imagination, having dreams and having visions, feel compassionate. So this transit has the potential of giving us the imagination, the sensitivity, and the compassion, and at the same time, to look into the higher meaning of our life, how we can achieve that higher meaning by aligning with our spiritual goals. So the interest on spirituality is very highlighted, and we may also find a drive to find our highest purpose. Now, again, let's watch boundaries and sacrifice. Are we sacrificing ourselves? So let's just put our creative juices and find ways to fulfill our spiritual life purpose. Now, another transit on the 16th of September or 17th, if you are in Australia, the Sun will trine with Pluto. And Pluto gives us the power and intensity and of self-expression, self-direction, but it's also bringing us in touch with our power, and it's the power to transform ourselves. It's an energy of renewal. It's an energy of regeneration. So it's like becoming an alchemist. I strongly believe that transformation from within is the first step that we need in order to raise our vibration so we can attract into our life that we become. And that's a nice energy to start working on that. So this is a nice energy again to heal, transform, and we do that from the inside out. Now, we have a lot of power during this transit. Just let me be aware that we may have the tendency to control others, to control the environment outside ourselves. And honestly, the only thing we can control, I strongly believe, is ourselves. And actually, one thing that we need to control, which is the most important, is our thoughts. Power starts by controlling our thoughts. Our thoughts, I strongly believe, create our reality. So, very last transit that I want to talk to you today is on the 17th. And Venus is squaring Saturn, and we look for commitment and stability in our relationship. We may start appreciating tradition and even going back and rekindle some old relationships. The feeling of being rejected may come to the surface. And let's face it, rejection is very common in all of us because our ancestors were wired up to avoid rejections. If they were rejected from the tribe, that for them was the end. They needed the tribe to survive. But you are no longer living in a tribe, okay? So we know that we have that fear of rejection, which is really very much fed up with the belief that we do not belong. So during this transit, it's a very good opportunity to remember that we are no longer living in a prehistoric tribe, in a cave, and we need to allow ourselves to connect with who we really are, to be able to tap into our creativity. We don't need to change to be accepted by others. On the opposite, I believe that we truly need to connect to ourselves, and we can connect with others once we express ourselves with authenticity. So this is a great week to practice self-love, a massage, a nice treat, acknowledging how unique you are, and giving ourselves the permission to honor ourselves. Perhaps I'm going to hit a journal and start writing all those things that you truly value in your life. So, dear amigos, I wish you an awesome week ahead. And if you like my videos, and I really appreciate if you can like it and subscribing. And I understand that pressing the bell will allow us to keep in touch next week again. So have a great week. And remember, you are awesome. Bye-bye.